This is chapter 2 of the video called Little Jack's Reward. Chapter 2: An Adventure with Jordan. After several minutes of indecision, Little Jack suddenly got up. He opened the door to his own bedroom, walked to Jordan's door, and knocked quietly. He heard a sulky voice answer, "Come in." Little Jack opened Jordan's bedroom door to see that Jordan was sitting on his own bed, looking sad and rather lost. Little Jack said, Jordan?" "Yeah, what do you want?" Jordan asked. Little Jack said, well, I'm going for a walk right now. I'm planning to walk to some woods I know and climb this big hill. The view from up there is pretty special. It's kind of a place that I like to go when I have some heavy thinking to do. I kind of wondered if you would like to go with me." Jordan stared at Little Jack for a while. Then he smiled a little bit of a smile and said, "Why not? That at least sounds rather interesting." The two cousins went down to the kitchen. Little Jack said, "Mom, we're going for a walk. Do you have some snacks we could take with us?" His mother said, "It sounds like you're going to take a long walk if you're going to need some snacks. Yes, I'll be happy to put something together for you." Getting out a bag, she filled it with several snacks that she knew her son and nephew would both enjoy. She actually put enough food in there for more than two to eat. Little Jack idly wondered if she realized that they might be sharing the food beyond just the two of them. That is, if the Ancient One decided to make an appearance. Little Jack's mom handed them this bag and said, "Here you are, guys." "Thanks, Mom," Little Jack said. "Yeah, thanks, Aunt Tammy," Jordan said. The guys loaded the food into a backpack that Little Jack decided to wear. Then the two guys headed out the door. As they walked, Little Jack decided to say nothing at all about the Ancient One. He tried to decide if he really wanted to share that part of his life with Jordan. But at the same time, maybe Jordan might take a lot of comfort in talking to the Ancient One, just like he had. As they entered the woods and approached the bottom of the hill, Little Jack found himself thinking, "Ancient One, please be there. Ancient One, I would like to talk to you. Ancient One, I have somebody I would like for you to meet." Surprisingly, Jordan remained very quiet the whole way up the steep hill. He didn't say much of anything when they got to the top of the hill and sat down. Little Jack looked around furtively, wondering if the Ancient One planned to make an appearance. Several minutes went by, and no Ancient One showed up. Finally, Little Jack brought out the snacks, and the two boys ate in relative silence. Then they stared off into the distance, each deep in their own thoughts. Finally, Jordan said, "There's something really peaceful about being up here. Thanks for bringing me, Jack." Little Jack said, "Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I've been coming here a lot lately. I always feel better after I spend some time up here." Of course, Little Jack neglected to say that this was due to being able to talk to his mentor and his friend, the Ancient One. Jordan asked curiously, "Why? Have you been having some tough times too?" Little Jack said, "Yeah, Jordan, I have. I mean, well, 2 years ago, my parents were going through a divorce. That was really tough. I mean, my dad would drink a lot and get pretty mean with Mom." Jordan said in surprise, "Really? I didn't know that Uncle Dan drank." Little Jack said, "Yeah. He was never mean to me. but he often was to Mom. And now that they're divorced, I practically never hear from him, so that's been hard. Then the peer pressure has been a real challenge to deal with this year. But I don't know. Lately, I've been doing pretty well, and part of that is due to coming up to this place. Little Jack still wasn't ready to admit that he'd been meeting the Ancient One up here, especially if the old man wasn't planning to show up. After all, without physical proof, how could little Jack get Jordan or anyone to believe him? Jordan said slowly, "Yeah, I can kind of see why you say that about this place. There's something about being up here that kind of calms me down. I can't help feeling that everything is going to be all right, even if my parents do split up. Of course, I hope they don't, but I kind of think they probably will." "That's rough," little Jack said sympathetically. "You can come up here any time, with me or by yourself, though I hope you don't think I'm following you if I come up here a lot too." "Oh," Jordan said, kind of embarrassed. "I'm sorry about that earlier. I guess I've been feeling kind of strange. It's been kind of rough and tough getting used to living in a new place. You know, a new school, new friends, not being the only kid in the house anymore. Everything's new and different." Little Jack said, "Yeah, I know what you mean. I kind of know what you mean. Well, at least I understand the part about not being the only kid at home anymore. And I kind of understand about the new school part, as I just started at the middle school this year." Little Jack's words ground to a halt. He was afraid that he had offended Jordan. But instead, Jordan kind of smiled and said, "Yeah, I guess you do kind of understand." The two guys sat in silence some more. Finally, Jordan said, "Well, I guess I'm ready to go back now. How about you?" Little Jack looked around hopefully one last time. Then he said, "Yeah, I'm ready too." The two guys returned to the house in silence. However, it was a friendly feeling silence. Then Jordan said, I guess I'll go off to the park now. See if any of the guys are there. Do you want to go?" Little Jack said, "I'd like to in a little while. Do you mind if I come join you later? I have a couple of things I need to do at home first." Jordan said, "Sure, Jack. That'll be fine." Little Jack asked, "Are you going to be okay going by yourself, Jordan?" Jordan replied, "Yeah, I am. I don't know what it was about that place, but I almost feel like I can do anything. I feel like nothing can bring me down." Little Jack said, "Yeah, that's how I feel a lot of the time too, after coming back from there. I'm glad you liked it." Tune in to the third chapter of this video called Little Jack's Reward.